Love 1.
And I'm not even 100% sure I'm accurate on the Pip's judgment because she just tried to spin that ball on the black side of the rubber. Oh, that does sound like Pip's, okay.
2 love.
So she's got some kind of short pips there on the backhand side. She spun that first ball like it was inverted. It threw me off, but I could tell by the sound of it she's got short pips on her backhand.
Love.
It's a rapid start for the #1 seed, and she's making things look pretty easy out there, Jimmy, so far.
And the great ones do that. They make the game look so easy.
Love 4.
And we talked about the altitude, about the conditions, but we haven't talked about the impact of crossing multiple time zones. And of course, Sun Yingsha, as well as Yangzi LIU, that come from the other side of the world to play in this.
1-4.
And that's what we call an unforced error there by Sun. We'll watch it again. See, this is normally a very easy shot for any athlete in this tournament, so she missed that one there. So when talking about unforced errors, some people might ask, well, what is an unforced error? Well, that was a good example of an unforced error where that's a ball they're going to make usually 9 out of 10 times.
4-2.
Nice topspin coming off that backhand side from Liu to get Sun to blow that ball off the table. Watch this opening heavy spin, and she blew that ball way off the table. So that gives you an idea of how much topspin Liu created on that backhand opening. Yeah, there's the sound of that pips out. I could hear it from way up here. And Rebecca, we're very high up in this arena, so we've got a really good view from high up, but boy, you could hear the sound of that pips when she smacked that backhand. There's a nice looking rally. So for me, Rebecca, anytime the world #1's out there, it doesn't matter who their opponent is, it's always a treat to watch. Just to watch the #1's game, body language, just, it's almost like everything they do is fun to watch.
Let's 3-6.
Nice serve
6-4.
by Liu. Got Sun to dump that ball into the net, and she's only down 2 points, Rebecca.
Yeah, we talked about the rapid start for Sun Yingsha, but Yangzi LIU has really held her nerve here in the opening points to claw her way back into it.
7-4.
Well, you talked about her results in the WTT before this tournament, and they sounded impressive when you reeled off. You know, she's making the quarterfinals here and going far in some of the other events. So that is a really good player.
4-8.
Playing Sun right now. So these are not gimmies for these world #1s. Not at all. Wow, that's too good. I mean, Sun just kind of stood there and didn't expect that ball. Watch this right here. I mean, Sun just said, I wasn't waiting there. I'm going to give you the point. It's so unusual to see Sun misdirection like that. She's like always to the ball. For her to be that confused on that ball is interesting.
8-6.
It's certainly interesting to see just the 2 points in it. As you say, Liu, a handy player, world #33. Don't get there by accident.
So you can clearly see Sun's out of rhythm this first game. We've seen her make some uncharacteristic unforced errors. Watch this shot right here. Just timing was completely off. So again, her first match in altitude in Las Vegas. She's trying to find her rhythm. That's one way to find your rhythm. His son backed off that point, played that ball really safe, didn't want to make an error, ended up winning the point outright. So a lot of times these athletes, when you see them missing the shots with speed, they'll back off, try to play a more safe and controlled game. Like that. In the case of Sun, she's won the last 2 points just backing off, put the ball on the table with control, and she got Liu to miss a couple balls that normally Liu wouldn't miss.
11-7, game
11
2.
points to 7. Sun Yingsha.
They'll go out there and rip a couple balls on the table, make some really good shots, and feel like they found their A game, so to speak. And right now, she's won most of her points just by playing a safe and controlled game, which she can do all day. It's going to be up to Liu to get through that to make her take more risks. Oh, that's just too good by Liu. How about that receive? When you need a point, just step around and crank it to the wide forehand there of Sun. So Sun looking back at her coach right there. You know, she's kind of missing a lot of balls early in the rally compared to what she's used to. Oh, that's too good.
1-3.
That's too good right there. Let's watch it again. Watch this. To the wide backhand that time of Sun. See, that's what Sun would like to do. See, she went for force because she normally is able to make those kind of shots. They're not going well for her right now, so that's how she wants to play. You saw her reaction there. She's not too happy about that miss.
5-1.
So let's go back to talking about altitude, and this is the first match for him. This is not unusual, what we're seeing right now out of Sun. She won the first game, but you can see how she's making some errors she normally doesn't make. It takes time to get used to these conditions. The ball's much faster than at sea level. We're 2,000 feet above sea level right now.
5-1.
Oh.
6-1.
Great job finishing. Started with a good serve, got her to pop it up a little, and then boom, with those pips out on that backhand side, Rebecca.
It's the second point of this second game for Sun Yingsha. Yangzi LIU seems to be sort of a master at deception, doesn't she? You think she's going one way, and actually the return goes another.
That ball came off the paddle in an unusual fashion by Liu. She actually put her hand up. It was some kind of mishit, and that's what threw off Sun there on the reaction. Oh, nice serve.
7-3.
That's what I like to do when things aren't going well. I just serve it deep and hope something good comes out of that. Perhaps Sun thinking the same there. There's a few nicely played backhands there by Sun to win that point. That might give her a little bit of confidence. Anytime you can get 2 or 3 in a row on the table, that always makes you feel good.
And could this be the turning point, do you think, Jimmy, in game number 2? Sun Yingsha with a bit of momentum now.
Well, it could be, because we know that Sun, she's so intelligent, and if her speed game's not working, she's going to back off like she just did that last point and play her controlled game, which is still very difficult to get through. See, she went for some speed again there. First 2 shots were quality. That last one didn't go on. That's how she wants to play. Let's watch it again. See, that's nice. And there, that one, she went for a little extra and wasn't able to get it on the table. Normally this time of a game, the great ones, like world #1 Sun, she's probably going to start really making sure she doesn't make any unforced errors, get the ball on the table, force Liu to make quality shots through her. That's what she doesn't want to do. Right there, credit Liu for a great serve. The last thing Sun wants to do right now is miss receives and miss early in the rally. Oh, see, that's what she's trying to avoid. Great job by Liu. She's got 4 game points in the second game. Credit Liu for eliminating her unforced errors and just really playing solid table tennis this whole game. Great job. Get the ball on the table. Well, she played so solid from the first point, didn't make mistakes early in the rally, was able to get the ball on the table early in the rally, and you saw a lot of unforced errors coming off of the racket of Sun.
1 love.
And again, that point right there is what she did so well the last game as well. So Sun making a lot of mistakes early in the rally. So I was listening to the coach of Liu, and they're like, hey, no need to go for a lot of force early in the rally. Get the ball on the table, make Sun prove she can get through those balls and extend the rally out. So watch this kind of safe opening with spin. See, that's kind of the goal right now of Liu. Don't make mistakes early in the rally. Force Sun to have to make quality shots. That's a good serve right there. Put that deep serve right into the body of Liu. Won the point outright. Another one. Nice point for both athletes. Let's watch it again. That's got to make Sun feel a little better because she put 3 quality high-speed shots there on the table.
1-4.
This ball right here by Sun is loaded with topspin. The first thing I'm thinking is, can Liu get that ball down on the table? She was not able to. Those balls are loaded. There's another one. You see how much topspin she gets on that ball, Rebecca? The last 2 points, Liu has missed that ball off the end of the table, off slow spinny loops. Nice rally. Sun has served 3 deep serves in a row into the body of Liu. So that's definitely something that was talked about with her coach after that last game. There's another one. Oh, she caught the edge.
3-5.
So interesting tactics going on by Sun right now. She's serving deep 4 times in a row. There is a good look at that ball, clipping the edge there.
3-6.
That's interesting as well, the deep serves. That's what we saw in the last match as well between Felix Lebrun and Shinsuke Tagami, adopting a similar tactic.
Seven, 3.
So right now, the high arcing, slow, spinny shots of Sun giving Liu fits this whole game. There's one right there, misses the ball off the end of the table. And Sun can do those all day. At that speed, she's not going to miss many of those.
8-3.
Starting to look a lot more comfortable now in game number 3.
She is, and she's backed off this game. She's going to a more slow, spinny, and controlled game, and it's paying off. Not really taking much risk for her level. See, she went for risk there, she missed it. And that's what, you know, most of these great players are doing, and the great ones can do it better than the players not ranked as high, is they like to play with speed like that. But if you start missing too many of them, you have to back off, whether you're world number 1 or world number 100. You can't just keep missing those balls. And so that's what we're seeing Sun do out there, is trying to find that fine line. See, there's a controlled shot, wins the point. Oh, great receive.
4.
She put side chop on that receive. Watch it again. Watch this receive. She hadn't done that the whole match. Normally it's just a straight cut. She changed it up, won the point outright. Oh, what a finish.
4. Game 2.
Looks like she's unlocked the key to playing in physical reserves in this one in a must-win. Looking good in game number 2, and she'll need to bring that energy back now into game number 4. But it's going to be a difficult prospect, isn't it, Jimmy, with Sun Yingsha, who looks to have unlocked the key to success now.
And we saw another deep serve to start this game. So Sun's sure serving deep like crazy. Haven't seen many short serves lately. Let's see what she does here. So it's almost like a known strategy for her opponent as well. She's just going to come out and serve deep. She obviously feels more comfortable with the ball coming at her off her deep serves, because Liu has to use her black side of her rubber, which is pips. So nice flick there by Liu. That's a quality flick right there, because that receive wasn't that bad. She got a lot of force on that flick. Oh, another one. That was a nice receive there by Sun, too. She kept it low, took it off the bounce. Watch this receive. Good receive, better flick. What a great start for Liu. Oh, another quality flick. This time it was the backhand coming around to the forehand side, out to the wide forehand of Sun there. Another deep serve. That time Liu didn't get any pace on the receive. That threw Sun off there. This is turning out, Rebecca, to be a really good match. So no matter what happens from here on out, this is going to be interesting to watch. Oh, all started with a good serve. Got Sun to pop that ball up enough to smack that forehand flick in.
Here now the crowd starting to cheer for Sun Yingsha.
And right now Liu just in a great rhythm, can do no wrong this game. Look at this beautiful angle she got right there. And there's the emotion.
She's been very adaptable, hasn't she, Liu?
Another deep serve. Oh my goodness, look at that, Rebecca. Boy, when you're feeling it, you're feeling it. Watch these backhands by Liu. There's one, and there's another one. Sun won that point, but from the looks of things, from my angle of vision, Liu's gotten used to that deep serve and is starting to receive it well. So Sun's might think about changing that thing up. Oh, that backhand is just beautiful to watch. Those pips on that black side. Watch this backhand right here. Boom, right into the middle of Sun. Why not? I mean, she's been making that flick the whole game, and it's given some fits. So why not keep going for him? Well, Rebecca, we've talked about it the last few matches, that this environment is ripe for upsets. It's the first match, they're best of 5. We're in a 2,000 above sea level altitude, 2,000 feet above sea level. It's very fast here. There's no way any of these athletes can be totally used to these conditions, their first match. And look what we have right here in the making. Oh, beautifully played.
Game 2.
Well, it's fair to me. Anytime any members of the Chinese team talk, I listen. So that's great information being relayed to all of us coming from the side of the bench of Sun. And here we go, Rebecca. This 5th game has started. And Rebecca, you know, I do some coaching in table tennis. I like to tell my students in these kind of situations, and here's the situation of Liu. I like to say, okay, as hard as it was to get to a game 5 against world number 1, it's going to be equally as hard, if not harder, to finish the match.
2-1.
And if you are Yangzi LIU, how do you finish the match? Because at some point the pressure is going to get to you. You're in a 5th game against the world number 1.
Well, you got to try to play like you did game 4, and it's also going to depend on how well Sun plays. She's changed the serve. She went away from the deep serve, won the point outright. It shocked Liu. She's like, what? The serve's not deep? Missed it outright. So obviously they talked about that as well.
2-1.
I expect to see another serve that's not deep right now. That's what I would do from Liu. Watch this point. Just try to keep extending the rally. Don't do anything too crazy. Look for the shot if it's there, and just keep the pressure on Sun. Make her make quality shots through you to win the match. And that's the fine line there, Liu. You know, do you play another controlled shot on, or do you go for this right here? I don't have the answer. That's why they're out there. I'm watching it. You know, that's what these athletes are thinking out there, though. Oh, great get there by Sun. Let's watch that rally again. It's going to come off the top of the net right there, and Sun just did a great job getting the ball on the table. That's all you generally want to do when you're facing a net ball against you. Just try to get it on the table enough to where your opponent can't crunch it. She won the point outright. There's a good look at her black rubber, the pips out. You could see that close up there on that angle. Oh, and I love that for your Liu. You want Sun to give you a few mistakes like that to stay in the match, and that's why these pressure games are so difficult. Shots that are normally not that difficult become more difficult because you're a little more tense. That time we saw a deep serve and a nice forehand finishing loop there by Sun, and she's going to change sides of the table with a 2-point lead in this 5th and deciding game.
3-5.
Great job by Liu, hanging in that point, bringing another ball back, because Sun played some beautiful shots until that last miss right there. Sun was in control of that point, but Liu hung in there and kept getting the ball back with enough quality to get Sun to make a mistake there. There's another one where Liu, if she can make that shot, that's the athletes go for too much. They're missing it a lot. So the coach there for Liu says, hey, don't go for speed, go for control and placement. Oh, beautiful point there. And that was a great job there by Sun, just playing the speed of the ball. Watch this, she reacts to the ball, same speed of the ball, and then got Liu to miss that last shot there. Oh, that ball's so heavy. So much topspin. Heavy with topspin. getting Liu to miss it completely. Watch this. That ball has got so much topspin. Not a lot of pace on it. Missed it completely. Oh, and there's a nicely played receive there. She took that ball off the bounce, kept it low to the net, won the point outright.
What a point that was for Sun Yingsha to bring up 6 match points. She's managed to figure it out. That's where her class is beginning to show now, Jimmy.
Anytime you can go back and chop the ball, you're loving that kind of win. Ooh, what an angle. Oh, and what a finish for Sun to win game 5.
Well, that was an absolutely intriguing match between world number 1 Sun Yingsha and world number 33 Yangzi LIU. Sun Yingsha